only the president or from this presidential because we had papers that nobody should take us to vote because we voted over there for the Germans. So he went over there and talked with him, but it didn't help anything. So he said to us like this, well, you have to go, you have to go. I'll try to take you back. I figured if I'll go, forget about it. And I knew already this house where I was standing in the office. It was one entrance in this side, was another entrance in the back. And believe me, I was standing without my shirt because it was summertime that time, with my telescoping too. And he was laughing at me. Look at him. He still wears the telescoping. So I said to him like this, you can never tell. Maybe this is going to help me. The minute I said like this, I threw everything down, up, down over there, in the backyard with a lot of straw and hay over there. I ran underneath. And I hear this guy is going around. So one said, if I'm going to catch him, I'll kill it right here. I was lucky. And I did it another way.
This was the Jewish policeman.
Yes. And I did another way. I couldn't go anymore to the city. I couldn't stay over there. I ran away to Kashi. It's also about 20 kilometers. And over there I had my sister, what she got married. She was in Kashi.
Her name?
Lisa.
What was her married name?
Yeah,
Her married.
she was Beck. Lisa Beck. She was married to Chaim Meyer Beck. Chaim Meyer Beck is, he survived and he's in Israel. If he is alive, I don't know, but now, but 2 years ago I was over there, so he was over there. So I stayed over there about 2.5, 2 months. And over there was also no picnic, because the Germans were catching people. In that time it was very bad because they took away people from Sakiko. One time I transported from 300 people and nobody knew where they went. One time. I forgot to mention this. Okay, so then I got a letter from my parents that, okay, you can come home. So when I came home, so I went back to this Kreisverwaltung over there and I started to work again over there. And then this was one time, was the time, the date I can't remember exactly. Yeah, Zion Hersh, I'll say it in Jewish because I got it written down, I haven't got the paper with me. So
This was 1940?
this was 1942 already, 1942. And I was working that time, and yeah, I'll go back a little bit before this time. It came out an order from the Germans about 2 weeks before cities. Came out an order. All these cities where they got the Jews, they should go in 2 cities, or in Zagikov and in Klauschnitz. Zagikov and Klauschnitz. And whoever is not going to be 3 days, everybody has to leave all these cities and come into this is going to be like a Juden ghetto, a Juden Stadt, whatever they want to call this. So they started to come a lot of people. They came from Rosvadov, they lived in the inner north. So they came to Zagikov. They had to have a place where to so we had a room like this, let's see, okay? We came in about 12 people, addition to us, and they had to sleep on the floor. And it was no place for me anymore. So me and my friend, Bear Tosman, remained the last couple of weeks before the OT room. We slept over there in the office, but in Bauer. His name, the Polak's name was Lakoma. So we slept over there. A lot of times he knew about it, other times not. I forgot to mention before something too. I'm going to mention that in the meantime, the Germans, if they chased out about 500 people from Vienna, from Austria, and they brought them to Zakiko. And it was a hunger. People died, they didn't know what to eat, you know. So people didn't know what's going on with the Germans because they thought they take them from one place, they relocate them to another place. So I'm going back to this place where I am in the Kreisgenossenschaft. One time it was the date was in Hersh. Anyway, it was that we were sleeping in the barn, me and my friend. So we had gunshots all over, machine gun all over. 12 o'clock at night.
Who did you think was shooting?
We didn't know. Probably we figured the Germans, so they want something or what, I don't know. So we had to think, it's nighttime, where are you going to go? We waited in the morning, so they called two officers, and they came to the office. One name was Psheva, the other one was Gerak. It's still in my head. I don't know what's going on today, but the name from the officers, because we worked together. So we jumped down and we asked Mr. Pani, like sir, Psheva, what's going on over there? Oh, he said, Ucheboga, ran away. Ran away. The whole city is around with SS, the Germans. And we don't know, the killing or what. So, ran away. So, me and my friend went upstairs, and the Polak from the building didn't know. We went high in the straw, and we were laying. And through these things, we could see exactly what's going on the train, because we were about, let's see, maybe 300 yards something from the train. Well, what can I tell you? We were lame, no food, nothing at all. So we figured we're going to stay another during the day. We're going to see what's going on, and worst comes to worst. Well, at night time and at night, we don't know what's going on. But sitting like this, we looked out about 1 o'clock. We see marching Jews to the train. Everybody's got something, packed up, marching to the train. They're standing alongside the train. And they're sitting, they're staying. 1 o'clock. And believe me, look at this. We didn't know what's going on. I fall asleep. And what I'm telling you now, the whole history is in through my brain. 6 o'clock at night. You saw, they had to leave all the things over there, push them into the train like the herring, with the guns. As in a car that could take it to 50 people, hardly went inside 200 people. Half of people probably died. So here, in about 6 o'clock, the train went. Me and my friend, what can you do? Nothing. We didn't know nothing. So we figured, let's stay and wait here. Okay.
Where did you think those people were going?
I thought they went, like they took from Austria to Zakiko, or they took to a camp someplace. So probably they take them some places to live.
At that point,
we didn't know anything. Killing, mass killing, we didn't know anything. So we will wait until the next day morning, and about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we looked out, sunny day, beautiful day, looked out, quiet, all the whatever the people had was laying in the train, had probably the poles stalled, and I see a horse and wagon is coming, and with the Jewish police with the wagon and a few people. We jumped down to the police over there, to the Jewish police, and we asked them, is anybody in the city? And somebody remained in the city. He said, how many people? He said, me and my friend. Come on to the wagon with us. Because the Germans, they worked tricky. See, they knew that a lot of people ran away in the woods someplace. So how to get it? So they remained over there about 200-300 people. The rest they took it away. You, because you all can vote in here, you can stay here. The police can stay. You not can stay here. But this one, so about 300 people. So the police came over here, and they picked up all this stuff what they left it, whatever it's left over, and you went to the city, to Zagreb, and you couldn't see a German. They made us so free, you could go any place, make special, and put out an announcement in the paper that Zagreb is going to remain a ghetto. So, see it. So a lot of people here, Zagreb is remain a ghetto. So they came back from the woods, from all over, and I came over, so that's the time when they're going to make probably another LC. Meantime, I went in the city. The first week I went to see my family. I came into the house. I wanted to die already. All the food was standing on the table. Chewing everything. And here I know myself, nobody. And my mother used to say, what's going to be with us? It's going to be you. Why shouldn't I be with them? This was the worst time in my life. What can you do? So we got together, boys, single boys, like the Bear Kuzman, I can't remember the Ingman, there's a lot of boys. And we went to live in my father's cousin's house, Avrumala Ingbe. Avrumala Ingbe, a big house. He had the same thing. One entrance from this side, one entrance from the other side. The other side went to the sand into the woods. And one girl was married with one boy, just like I told you. She cooked for us, and we were get it all together over there. One time, we picked up the beds over there, people who died, but before I was picking up these beds, before was all the people doing the job. They called in one drink, what do you call this?
A grave, a pit?
One pit. They make one pit, called in men, kids. So one time, it comes over to us, my also a cousin from my father, Hanfling. And he said to me, Hersh, why don't you go to work on this pit over there, where all the dead laying over there, because they're all mixed up, so we'll take him and we'll put him separate. So I went over there, because he said to me, they say they killed your father. So I went over there, and you couldn't work by this dead people, just like this. You have to have alcohol, you have to have vodka to wash your hands, drink, washing, it smells, We did the job. I found that my father wasn't that time there. I found a cousin, Zurich Bleibas, was over there. And then when I came back to my company over there, I was drunk. And I fell away on the floor, all dirty, like this. In the meantime, before that, all these boys, it was two boys they knew from the partisans. And they got in contact with the partisans in case something happened. They had money to buy ammunition. And we were ready, anytime what's going to happen, just to go into the woods to the partisans. And this girl, they made Irish papers. and she should go right away to, as a Polish, you know.
How were people able to get those false papers?
Very, maybe 2, 3 from Zakiko. I don't know if it was too many, no. But this guy had a teacher, and he was his friend, and so he made it something funny. Basha Helle, her name is Basha Helle, a maiden name, and I can't remember the name that she had when she got married. So, as I was laying on the floor, I got up in the morning late, about 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and I went outside to the well. It was a well, and I took it up and I started to wash myself. And here was already around the set with the Polish police, not the Jewish police. So they grabbed me. All these kids, they cut through to the woods. They went to the partisans. Now with them, I'm going to be short, as we know, they were with the partisans about 2, 3 months, and then they killed them.
How did you know that?
Because Poles, well, whoever worked with me later in cassette, in concentration camp, they knew all about it, or some people who went to Polish, they were in contact with Polish people.
What
That's
happened to you?
Now, then, I was around, they took me right away into a hole, that they call this. And they gathered all the people that came back into this hole and to the shul place, wherever they could. And I was finished. Exactly. That's it. I ain't got no family. And here I'm in between these people, and probably am going to have the same thing what they do. I didn't know that they're going to kill me, probably going to take me to a camp or someplace. I didn't know. So, as a matter of fact, I got a friend over there. I made friends standing at night because I didn't sleep that night. And we were talking about partisans. Let's run away from here. He said, look, I was between partisans. He was from Liano. And I was between 20 partisans. All of them were killed out. The Polish partisans, they killed out. That's all. And keep in mind. So he said to me like the same thing. Oh, well, they're going to take us to a camp, or they're going to work someplace, or to another place. So then I found out, being over there, that my sister remained over from the last people in Kashi.
Which sister?
Zisa Beck. That they brought her over to Zakiko, from Kashi to Zakiko, and she is in the Basmarash, in the shul over there, with other people from Kashi. I wanted to get in contact with her, but it was impossible. I was surrounded by the Polish police, and there was no Jewish police anymore. That's it. And from there, in the morning, it came a SS man, his name was Hanko, Oberstufenführer, and with a whole group, maybe 30 or 40 SS people, Germans and Ukrainians, and they just picked up when they want. They picked up 100 people, and they put us in 2 wagons. If they put us to 50 people in a wagon, so we figured we're going to live. I mean, we're going to something. And he brought us to Budzin.
How far was that?
Concentration camp Budzin. This was about 20 miles from Zakliko. This was near Krashi. It's a couple miles far away from Krashi. And the other people, well, all of them, they went to Belgium. The same thing with the first transport, went to Belgium, like what they said. In the second one, and this was the last Jews from Zakiko. It wasn't Juden Rhein. That's it.
How did you know where the people went?
I didn't know at that time. No. We'd find people started to say that they went. Not when I was in concentration. I didn't know. When I was liberated, we started to talk where, so people said they went to Belgium.
That's the end of our tape. Today is May 20th, 1996, and our survivor is Hersh Hanfling. Could you tell us about the trip to this camp?
Yes, November the 1st, 1942, when there was no left over anymore in Zakriku. Like I said, Hanko, the Obersturmführer, they took me with us. They took me to Budzin, a camp. This was a branch from Majdanek. And he just had a small speech for us. And the last thing he said to us is he shouldn't try to live here because ihr seid vogellos. That means you are like birds, anybody can kill you. And if you're going to remain here in Budzin, you're going to work, you're going to live over the war. So we, very innocent. We thought this is it.
What happened when you first got to this camp? What did it look like?
The camp was about 7 barracks, and one barrack, the 8th was a kitchen, and it was that big hole in the back, probably for garbage, and it was all the toilets in the back, one big maybe 5 places, all open. This was the toilet, a big ditch, and that's it. And around the camp was double wires. SS was in the terms, one on this side, one on that side, and special the Ukrainians. That was very, very tough, very bad. At the beginning, we started to work. One they sent it over here, and one said it, because Budzin was a camp, and not far away from Budzin, about 3 kilometers. It was a big place, an industry. It used to be also the same thing like I mentioned, but they had ammunition factories. So by the pause, this was ammunition place. Big buildings and machineries. There were no machinery at that time when I came. That they started to install machines, and the way they said it's supposed to be, we supposed to make aeroplanes or parts to aeroplanes. The name from the company was Henkelwerk, and the Henkelwerk was mostly in aviation, aeroplanes. So people were trained were putting to put this and make roads and make piping and all these things. Everybody was right near the camp, not far away was a seedling, where by the poles it was the people who worked in this place, in the factories. They lived over there. It was nice buildings, three stories, nice apartments, and then the SS took it over there, and they lived over there. And so people did work construction on the buildings, helped replace many different things, and finish up. So a lot of people had their families over there too, the Germans. And
What were the barracks like?
barracks looks long barracks like stables, and inside was three they call it beds, long line, and it was to three people or 4 people, I can't remember. One, on pitch, then another four, and it was three heights, bunks, like one bunk, but one big stretch, then another big stretch, And the people had to sleep, the beginning they had to sleep just on the boats. Then I think this long time really later around after November, 1943, they bought some blankets. But otherwise, it's to sleep on the boat.
What did you wear?
Where I came up with good stuff. I came with a good pair of shoes. I came with a good shirt, good jacket. But during the time, I had to sell it to the Poles because it was civilian Poles working over there in the tent, in the rag, in the what do you call it, the whole rag, in the factory. So over there it was Poles who said, "Sell me the shoes, so I bring you bread." Okay. So the end was I had to go with a very bad pants, very bad shoes, and very bad everything.
Can you tell us about the food situation?
The food situation was like this. Beginning, beginning, they gave us a bread to 10 people, pieces. And the bread they gave us at night time. And at night time they gave us the bread. And we had to keep this bread for tomorrow morning for breakfast. Because the soup, what they gave us at night, was night lunch, supper time. And during the day, lunchtime, they gave us all the soup. So this piece of bread had to be for breakfast. And most of the people ate up at night. Because first of all, whatever, I didn't care about tomorrow. I want to be not hungry. And second of all, I had afraid somebody is going to steal it. And if I'm going to put it under my head, my portion bread, I'm not going to be able to sleep anyway, because the whole night all the time I'm going to have a piece, and I wouldn't have anything. So all the time I ate up this portion. But then it came out, then the other SS came, but not the Hanko anymore. Came out because the Meister from this work, the complaint is they are very weak. They can't do anything. So he said, why? We give him a breakfast. What was the breakfast? The toast, and you take coffee. 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, they got coffee. What do you think the coffee was? Water and some grain burnt down. I never went for coffee, but the Germans, there were German people with us. They ran for coffee. I never went. I slipped another half an hour, but I never went for coffee. So, when they complained about this, so the assessment, the Oberstufenführer gave out an order. This is an iron portion. This is an iron portion that we give it to you. Whoever is not going to have this portion in the morning to eat is going to be killed. And he didn't mean to just to say it. He meant it in English, not one of just like this. So, well, we were going to back. Hanko went away. Then came another assessment, Stochek. He was very, every day had to have this colony. Every day he had to kill, this didn't went straight, and then this one did this. Killing was every day's work. Then I'll leave him alone. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to Pikes. Then came Oberstufenführer Pikes. This guy, I believe he was the worst. Sadist. He came from many different places, but they liquidated. That's what they said. He gave out the order with the portion. All right, one we were walking to the factories. It was like 200 people. It was let's see, you know, tradesmen. 200 tradesmen. The other one was painters and different things. You know, people what was just plain work. So with groups, was a Gruppenspiel. And we went to we had to sing. From the camp to the well, everybody had to sing.
Do you remember what you had to sing?
Anything. It was one Goldstein. He was really an artist. He used to play here in Kino too. I mean in theater. Goldstein. And he was from Warsaw. And he used to be the man he gave what to sing. There's a lot of songs with the typical, maybe you hear typical.
Could you sing that?
Of the typical, I can't remember this name. One song, they liked it. Das wird sie erleben, ist doch alle Tage, wie die Feigerlache im Wald, Kotschach in Harzen, Christe weinen, doch siehe mir, Otta Zoe. Nein, nein, wir werden nicht weghalten, Busina, no du will mir sein. That's what they liked it. They said, they understand this, that we're going to stay in Busina, we're not going to run away. This was the lead, what they liked it. And then typical, then there are so many songs, I really forgot, these songs. Never had in my mind to go back and think about it. This just happened to be that remained with me.
Do you remember what a typical day was like in this camp?
Typical day. This was the day wasn't in camp. The people who remained in camp was hell. They took him to many different things, and they hit him, whatever it is. But I want to mention something. One time when they took us out from the camp to go to the factory, the Pike stopped us. Yeah, I got something to tell you. Pike stopped us. At that time was Stockman. Already, I got to mention that we had another people over there. I'll mention this later. And he said to Stockman, he picked up 180 people from this group. What we went to the village. He picked up 108 people, older people, some younger. He took him right away back into the camp. And as we were standing outside the camp, we could